Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or but might be late evening. My name is Santosh Singh. Today I am going to talk about a banking industry sector based security services adoption options that took place in 2025. More about me. I have been serving IT industry for the last 25 years, currently working as senior enterprise architect. I have been certified on design, architecture, multi-cloud skills, application tiers, front end, middle and back end, ITSM services strategy, championed application and services design and architecture, modernizations and migration, services and applications optimizations on cost and performance. So this is more about me. Let me start that uh, how the adoption experience we had in 2025. Thank you. Hi. So let's go for that. As I mentioned, that we will be talking more about banking industry security services adoption options in 2025. Uh, so this document that I have created and this knowledge sharing or session that I'm doing now, it's mostly we will be focusing on new technology and solution adoption for security, which took place in 2025. Then we will take a glance on world's 10 major banks adoption security services, again in 2025. Then we will also see top 10 newest services with what are the top 10 newest services that we should have considered in 2025 with multiple parameters or options like criticality, implementation, feasibility, t-shirt size, time to implement insecurity technology solutions, which are found effective or which might have made effective banking sectors. And finally, there will be recommendation from my side. This document I have also put on LinkedIn in text format for your reference. So if you see in the first one, right, new technology uh, solution adoption for security, which took place in 2025. This document was created while 2025 was there. So you see somewhere sentences accordingly. So first thing we noticed that AI and machine learning, right? That was the technology service if you see in this table. And then major security services that were tried to achieve the solution put across was threat prediction, analyzing patterns in real time and fraud detection. I have given also details under which you can see the use case, but on the time sensitiveness, I will not go through that. But the second one we see is zero trust architecture, right? ZTA, where we business try to achieve restrictive verification for every user and devices. In the third one, industry noticed that there was more usage of digital in identity and biometrics. In that way, industry tried to use biometric authentication like face or fingerprint, plus complemented by portable digital IDs, plus continuous authentication monitoring, right? Again, that usage was for biometric and all. I put in details column. The fourth one, what I had noticed is blockchain and DLT, securing transactions record, right, and fraud prevention. These aspects were business requirement was covered in that one. Fifth one, we notice hybrid and multi-cloud security. Many services were adoption of like hybrid cloud strategy because so many applications migrated to cloud in public cloud. So how the security should take place, that is I mentioned adoption of hybrid cloud strategies and processing sensitive data close to a source, right? That was the banking sector focused more in my listing. Then next was quantum computing. It's quite a new one. POC, POV are still progressing, but I see that yes, since data explosion is there, lot of business requirement across border, and all things are there. So data processing has to be analyzed, and usage of quantum computing came in for help, for aid in that sense. So usage of quantum computing for risk modeling and fraud detection being offered as a massive speed, right? Then the next one is hyper automation. We all means in banking sector, almost all major players wanted to go for hyper automation. That means usage of AI ML for avoiding human errors and boost efficiency. Right? These were like top of the services that I see that adoption took place, especially on security side or security areas. The next one, we are going to talk about what world's 10 major banks were found adopting, right, security services and technology in 2025. The very first in this tabular format that you see now, we noticed that JP Morgan Chase, from USA, most of the tools they use like AI driven tools and powerful cybersecurity measures within its private bank division, right? Then we notice Bank of America. Again, in detail section, I have put what more use case might be sensed out of that. And then Bank of America, origin USA, they try to use digital and leverage AI tools for real-time fraud detection. You can see more in details. Third one we noticed about BBVA, Banco Bilbao Vizcaya, Argentina, Spain. And then the usage was usage of AI, chat GPT, robust security and privacy controls to cover native banking for employee. Then we saw with DBS banking depending on third-party vendor security and driving factor. And then we noticed Wells Fargo investing more in security in banking services as per their business requirement and use case. In sixth one, we noticed Industrial and Commercial Bank of China (ICBC). They used overall advanced security standards. We noticed HSBC doing overall investment and choosing overall advanced security standards, tightly coupled with advanced financial technologies. HSBC was engaged into. Then we saw Citibank, right? Citibank focused on regulatory and security demands. Royal Bank of Canada (RBC) focused more on regulatory compliance, necessitating ongoing security investments. Then we saw Deutsche Bank, integration of advanced security solutions and dealings with AI-powered fraud threats, along with verifications measures. So these were top 10 banks involved in 2025, utilizing that kind of security services that we just went through. Now we will talk about what those 10 newest services by 2025 which could have been used. So in this in this tabular data, I've tried to highlight those services and how they are critical. And we are also talking about feasibility of implementations, and then a t-shirt size and time to implement. So in that case, if you see, I put that all details in tabular format. The first one, technology name that in my sense or my understanding was AI driven threat detection and response system. It was very high criticality, feasibility high, medium, and 6 to 12 months time to implement. It may require. The second was passwordless and advanced authentication biometrics passkeys. In my understanding, this was required as the second one, as per the banking usage trend was there. Again, criticality was very high, implementation and feasibility high. T-shirt sizing is small, but the time to implement might require 3 to 6 months of time. Then the zero trust architecture (ZTA). It's a high critical, it's a high feasibility implementation. T-shirt sizes large, may take 18 plus months time. Behavioral biometrics, it's high critical, high feasibility implementations. A small T-shirt size, it may take max 12 months time from 6 months time. Then cloud native security, CNN app and CSPM. Criticality is high, feasibility is high, t-shirt size is medium. It may take 6 to 12 months time. AI regulation, oversight, and transparency. It's this is also very high from the banking perspective, and high feasibility, implementation feasibility. Large T-shirt size might be, and 6 to 12 months of time may be required for implementation. Secure open banking APIs, high criticality, high implementation feasibility, large T-shirt size, 6 to 12 months of time for implementations. Blockchain and decentralized identity (SSI). Criticality is medium, implementation feasibility is medium, T-shirt size large, and 12 to 24 months of time of implementations. Privacy enhancing computation (PEC). Criticality is medium, implementation feasibility is medium, T-shirt size is medium, time to implement 12 to 24 months of time. Post-quantum cryptography (PQC) R&D, criticality is medium, implementation feasibility is low, T-shirt size is extra large. It may take 18 to 36 months of time. Now we'll go on what are the recommendation that, in my view, we should go for. So in this table, you see I have put a business requirement that I'm mapping with technology, and then I'm actually mapping with that technology tech stack, right? And giving the criticality in order that, in my view, that should go for. First one is about automation, that is freedom from human error and security. Technology in images, automation, and high-end computing, intelligence, and cybersecurity. We may go for AI/ML driven tool sets, fraud detection, risk management, threat management, regulation management, cybersecurity, blockchain, ZTA, and quantum computing. These tech stack can help you to achieve that. Second, in my view, is native and ease of banking, operational stability with modular approach in alignment with security coupled frameworks. For this business requirement, the technology name may help us is platform independent, embedded banking native services coupled with security frameworks. So here, the technology might help, tech stack service might help is API, embedded and open banking services, standard operational banking tool sets with platform independent features, and SaaS model coupled with security frameworks. This is second in my view in criticality. The third one is banking anywhere with educated staffs and end-to-end banking services availability, performance and cost consumption status reporting tightly coupled with security frameworks. And if I kind of map this with technology, then it might be online banking, educated staffs, enterprise tool set with reports of end-to-end monitoring and capacity tracking tightly coupled with security frameworks. In tech stack, this can be mapped with online banking service set, educated staffs, enterprise tool set with reports of availability, performance, and cost consumption status tightly coupled with security standards of organizations. That's the third one. And last one, in my view, is about readiness for newer technology, which is we should always be ready and uh, verifying that, validating that as per specific organization standards and rules and regulations, we should be doing those POC, POV in technology terms, but in tech stack, it can be mentioned like keeping system ready for newer technology adoption. This is fourth one. I have mentioned one. So these are recommendations from my side. Yes, we can go for question and answers. If you have any questions, please put those in the comments part. I will go through that and try to answer. So in this session, we have gone through what were those newer technology adoption took place, especially on security areas in banking sector in 2025. Then we also saw what world's 10 major banks are adopting security solutions in 2025. Then we saw what are those newest 10 top 10 newest services that we can implement, especially with guidance on criticality, implementation feasibility, t-shirt sizing, time to implement in security technology. so that these banking sectors can have effective IT solutions. And finally, I've also given only two or three rating based services to adopt in that. So these were like something solutions that I could think of, and which could help all of us, especially in banking sector. Thank you for taking time listening to me. Have a wonderful day ahead. Enjoy your winter or summer accordingly. Thank you.